guys, today we're going to talk about something actually pretty cool. Just let you guys know, for the next 15 minutes or so, you're going to be falling asleep, because I know this shit is just straight up boring. Alright, it's boring, so keep your eyes open. Alright, so today we're going to go over the basics of the candlestick charts. I'm going to show you how you can learn how to read a Forex market chart just based on price action and candlestick charts. Yeah, some of these parts will get boring, but stay with me here. Alright, so what I'm going to go over with you here is basically what it means when you're looking at a candlestick. This is basically how the price is doing at that specific time with that candlestick. So this is exactly what it means. When you see a candlestick like this one, you have your open and then you have the close. So the open is at the start of the candlestick and then it closes down here. Now the high is basically the highest point the price has ever been, but there was more selling pressure, so it couldn't get that high, and that's why you see that wick right here. Right, then for the low, this is the low. Same thing, but the lowest point is got before price got pushed back up. Now, alright, we're going to find a bullish candlestick and then we'll tell you what that one means. I see you falling asleep over there. Stay with me. This is the bullish candlestick. This is the close. I know what you're thinking. Bear with me there. In Forex candlesticks, bearish had the open at the start of that candlestick, because when there's a lot of selling pressure, right, and it's a bearish candle, it moves downwards. It goes in a downtrend direction. Here, let me show you real quick. Here. All right. So it's moving down. As it opens, it's already moving down, right? So when it moves down, the beginning part of this candlestick is actually the open, whereas on a bullish candlestick for this one, right, is the trend goes up, right? So the open is actually right here, the close is up here, and then you have the low and the high. It took me a while to learn this when I first started trading, by the way, because it gets very confusing if this is the first time that you are looking at a candlestick, right? So again, for bearish candle, this is the open, this is the close, and then it opens again right here, and then it closes down here. Bullish candlesticks, when it's opening for the new candlestick, right? The opens right here, closes right here, opens right here, closes right here, and then you have your low and the high. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing, guys, and I hope some of you guys have not fell asleep on me yet, but stay with me here. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the tricks to knowing how the market moves in fractals. So let's take a look at this candlestick right here, right? We have we're on the 4-hour time frame, and we're looking at a bullish candlestick right here at 12 o'clock. So if I was to do that, and we zoom in into that 4-hour time frame on a 1-hour time frame, see this right here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 candles right here makes up for this one candle. Pretty sure that was self-explanatory, but just in case it wasn't, to go down from 1 hour to 15 minutes. How many 15 minutes does it take to make 1 hour? 4, right? I hope the answer was 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 1 hour candlestick on the 1 hour time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? I'll show you again, just in case. Boom. Right here. This little guy. See that right there? Moving on. Alright. What I'm going to show you guys now is actually called a doji candlestick. What I'm doing in this video is I'm just basically going over what I tried to remember when I first started learning about what I was learning the basics, right? So this guy right here, see his value right here? It's one of those spinning tops, right? But it's actually a doji. So we're going to label this. Okay, this is the doji. The easiest way to remember what a doji is, imagine you and your girlfriend is fighting. Nobody is winning here. Tell me if I'm wrong. What this means right here is actually means that there's no decision. Alright, so if you see a doji in the middle of fucking nowhere, especially if the doji is in the middle of nowhere, it's indecision. Doesn't know which way to go. But if you were to see a doji, like right here, but if you were to see a doji at a bearish order block, right? That means that the price can't increase anymore. The buyers lost control. So when you see that doji at a resistance level, that means that the buyers lost control and the price is going down. But if you see that doji at right here, then that also means that it's going to reverse. See, it has a lot of context. The context of the candlestick matters. This is the hammer. Well, this is actually the hanging man. Apparently, if it's bullish, it's a hammer. If it's bearish, it's a hanging man. I know whoever came up with this did not think it through. I know, trust me, this shit's confusing. You guys like this video so far? Are you confused yet? I hope you're not confused anymore, but let me find another hammer so you don't get confused by it. I need a green hammer. Let's use this one for example. That's the hammer for the bullish candle. That's the hanging man for the bearish candle. Catch an idea? Now, since this part was in an uptrend, right, where it's moving uptrend, and you see a hanging man, that means to get out, especially if you have a long position open, right? So if you bought this position and you see the hanging man, go ahead and cut your losses. Cut it. Because if you don't, this is what happens next. Now for the bullish candle, the hammer, it appears after a downtrend. This is not a perfect example. This is supposed to be over here, but this one is. You keep falling asleep on me. For this candlestick, guys, it's exactly what the word says. It engulfed the last candle. It ate the last candle. This one is so fat it could have ate two of them. Alright, so again, when you see an engulfing candlestick, now if it aligns with your bias and you're taking a short position, then yes, if you see an engulfing pattern, it's a good idea to go ahead and put your position in. Same thing for the green engulfing candle. Let me find a green engulfing candle. Here it is. See the green engulfing candle? Again, we have the red engulfing candle, red engulfing candle, red engulfing candle, green engulfing candle. I hope I'm getting the point across today. Let's put it all together. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys some of the basic stuff about how to read a candlestick chart. Now I know I didn't go into too much details about all of the candlesticks because I'm falling asleep myself giving this lesson. No, it's plenty. But I don't want you to fall asleep on me and not like my channel because how boring it may be, right? But I'm just trying to be as educational as possible, right? Never trade these candlesticks by itself. When you enter the market, you have to know why you're entering the market, for one, and for two, when you trade a candlestick, make sure everything else is aligned with your trading strategy before you enter. Just want to go over some of the talking points that we just talked about today. Depending on where the candlestick is, depending on where it is happening on the chart, it has a different context. Alright? Like a hammer at a support level means something. A hammer in the middle of nowhere means nothing. See what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Time frames, all right? The way that I pretty much trade and also look at the market, right? Anything below a 15-minute time frame is pure noise to me, right? It's very messy. So the higher the time frame, the better the story that it tells you about what's going on in the market for that day. All right, so keep in mind, use a higher time frame, all right? Don't jump in without a confirmation. Basically, make sure you do your homework and also do your own research about how to trade the market, because there's a lot of moving parts, guys. And I know this is the basic series. I just want to give you a warning as to what you are entering. All right, so basically I have touched bases on pretty much everything I want to talk about today. Make sure you guys like, share, comment any questions you guys may have on this video, and I will try to answer it as promptly as possible. Thank you. Hope you guys have a great day. Take it easy.